Hey, Isaac, how you doing? Let's go and take a look. Banana JPEG, I've got it up right here. I think that's a good start. The first thing we notice is that the baseline isn't level. This baseline has got to be perfectly level with the picture plane, meaning the edge of the page. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, right down here. That's the edge of the page. That baseline should be perfectly level, and the mean line should be perfectly level and parallel with the baseline, and the cap line should be perfectly level and parallel with the mean line and the baseline. Okay, so we got to get those perfectly even. I think that pretty much stands to reason. It's your basic foundation. So unless those are perfectly level, you're going to have a lot of difficulty. Okay, now the next thing I want to mention is this, Isaac, is that I know you say you got confused by the due dates, but if you ever find yourself posting a little bit later than some of the other students, feel free, or even if you're at the same time, if there's ever any posts before yours that have video critiques, go ahead and take a look at them. They're there for you as just as much as they're there for the recipient of the critique. I mean, this is a public forum, so my recommendation is to go through as many videos as possible to get the most out of this critique, and then apply that work to your own work, the comments to your own work. And always rest assured, you're going to get a very robust critique. So let's get back to where we were. There it is right there. Okay, so and then also remember now that this was due Wednesday. So the way the class is set up is this, is that your first post for a lot of the assignments is due Wednesday. Then we critique, and then you resubmit on Sunday. So don't wait to Sunday, because then you can't apply the critique comments to your final submission. Does that make sense? So the course is set up for success. So basically you submit something, you get comments, and then you fix it and resubmit it for Sunday, and then presumably if all the comments and recommendations are addressed, then you get your A, right? So I think it's really, really super important to follow that. So try as hard as you can to make sure that your first iteration of the assignments is submitted by Wednesday. Plus, I can't guarantee if they're submitted late that I can give you a nice video critique here. So, all right. So anyways, it's a great job. It is. These letter forms are fantastic. I think you did a really, really nice job. Your spacing is what I would consider to be perfect in terms of being normal letter spacing, meaning even spaces throughout. And you have established this here. Now, what you want to do here at this point is this, is I would recommend going to the course announcements and specifically take a look at these 4 announcements right here. Welcome, how to, and welcome to week 2. There's a bunch of videos in these, and it's just really a great introduction and lecture series on kerning, the importance of letter spacing, the importance of kerning, how it helps reading, how it helps retention. And I also give some terminology like saccadic movements and things like that that are really, really going to be helpful for you as you continue through this typography course. So definitely want to take a look at those. But what I want to mention and what you want to be on the lookout for is the rules of kerning. Rules of kerning are this, okay? The narrowest kerning between 2 curved letter forms, the next widest between a straight and a curve, and then the widest between 2 straights. Okay, and the reason for that is because we're trying to make the volume in between letters to appear to be identical. So let's skip that, forget that open counter right there, pretend that A comes down right there. Take a look at the negative space between letters, and that should include the same volume. So in other words, if you were to pour a pitcher of water in between all of these letters at the same time and at the same rate, they would fill up evenly, indicating that there's the same volume between. So that, I think it's clear that those rules make sense, that this has more surface area in here. So we're going to bring these letters closer together and bring these wider apart to make this surface area between these 2 letters the same as this surface area between these 2 letters. So that's the general, what you're looking for kerning. So, to be sure to take a look at those videos and those announcements, and be sure to apply anything that you learned there into your week 2 Fire and Ice assignment for the trial by fire assignment, Fire and Ice. At this point, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications, and that continues through the entire class. Any questions at all, get with me quickly. You will not be waiting for an answer from me. I'm really, really good about getting right back to you. Sometimes in a matter of hours, sometimes immediately, never more than a day. 24 hours is our goal here, and I'm usually well within that. As I said, typically within a matter of hours. All right, great job. And again, any questions, please shoot them my way. Thanks, man.